Hey guys, it's Luch. I'm back from New York and completely filled with rejuvenated feelings. I can't tell you about everything, but one particular thing that happened, which to me seems incredibly serendipitous and magical now. One of my favorite painters, I think one of the greatest living modern painters in the world, is Julian Schnabel. He's also a filmmaker, and what's so cool about him is that he's a painter and a filmmaker, and he's made two of my favorite movies about painters. The Basquiat movie and At Eternity's Gate, the Vincent van Gogh movie with Willem Dafoe. So he did a lot of painting for the movies, but he calls them props. But that should show you what a good artist he is, that he could replicate either of those artists. Anyway, went to the MoMA to see the Cezanne drawings sketch. Unbelievable, overwhelming, crazy. And at the end, I was like, well, there's got to be a Julian Schnabel, at least one of his broken plate paintings, which he's very famous for. Went and asked a guard. First said, did you have any Basquiat here? And he said, oh, we had one, but it moved. And then we said, how about Julian Schnabel? And he was like, never heard of him. He lives in New York. He walks around the village in his damn jammies. He's a bit of an eccentric, but this guy didn't know who he was. So I'm thinking the whole time, well, we've got to find a Schnabel. We've got to be able to see an original broken plate portrait. Did a little Googling. There was a show of exclusively his broken plate paintings at the Brant Museum in the East Village. And it was like, jackpot! So went down there, was thinking, I don't know how much this is going to cost. I just opened like a week and a half ago. Had the entire museum to ourselves. Literally, it was like a private tour. And the show is called Self-Portraits of Others. So it's Van Gogh and Caravaggio and Frida Kahlo. And it blew my mind. Everything about it, the intimacy, because normally when you're at a museum, and especially during COVID, you have to be careful to get in a cluster of people. And interestingly enough, at the MoMA, the absolute traffic jam was in front of Van Gogh's Starry Night. Literally out of the entire museum, it was the one painting most people were standing at. So to be able to see an entire, whatever it was, 20 plus paintings of this broken plate device that he uses, I can't even. But if you're in New York, it's running till the end of December. And Julian Schnabel, gonna say it, I think one of the greatest painters alive.